We are studying block 1, information technology for managers. We are studying unit 1, information technology, an overview. Information technology involves the collection of information, of course, storage, processing, dissemination, and use of information. Beyond hardware and software, information technology encompasses the people who use it and the objectives they pursue, as well as the values guiding those choices and the criteria for evaluating the effectiveness of the technology. The initial definition of IT, information technology serving society, was given by the Information Technology Serving Society, ITSS USA, in 1969. It emphasized information technology as an essential tool that must be used appropriately. Today, IT has become, integral across various sectors, highlighting its importance through widespread usage, such as in 91% of US households and approximately 50% of Indian households. IT is used. The quest for computing solutions dates back to 800 before Christ, with the use of the abacus, which remains in use today, mechanical devices with gears, and later developments such as diode tubes, transistors, and integrated circuits paved the way for modern computing. Technology has rapidly evolved, particularly since World War II, advancing computing and communication technologies in parallel. The development of user-friendly software such as spreadsheets and decision support systems popularized information technology in managerial roles. Transaction processing systems. A transaction processing system is used primarily for record keeping, which is required in any organization to conduct the business. Examples of transaction processing systems are sales order entry, then payroll, salaries, and shipping records, etc. Transaction processing systems is used for periodic report generation in a scheduled manner. TPS is also used for producing reports on demand as well as exception reports. Now, salary, every month it is to be prepared in an organization. So TPS is used. The decision support system, DSS. Decision support system serves the management of an organization. A decision support system has sophisticated data analysis tools which support and assist all aspects of problem-specific decision making. Decision support system may use data from external sources such as current stock prices to enhance decision making. Decision support system is used when the problem is complex and the information needed to make the best decision is difficult to obtain and use. Decision support system is developed with the help of decision makers. Decision support system helps in decision making process and does not make any decision. Executive information system. An executive information system is also called executive support system. Senior managers of an organization use executive information system. Therefore, it must be easy to use so that executives can use it without any assistance. Executive information system can do trend analysis, exception reporting, and have drill down capabilities. The results are usually presented in a graphical form, tailored to executives' information needs. Executive information system has online analysis tools, and they assess a broad range of internal and external data. For example, the office is having branches all over India. Now, the people sitting in, the executive sitting in an office, they will like to know yesterday's sales. So they will get this, information, because everywhere billing is done. The total of bills, yesterday, the number of bills which were, done, and amount, of course, is written in all those. So total of all those bills will be your, total sales. Next is management information system. Providing information to the management, MIS. MIS provides the management a routine summary of basic operations of the organizations. The basic operations are recorded by the TPS of the organization, and management information system consolidates the data on sales, production, etc. MIS provides routine information to managers and decision makers. The main objective behind installing on an MIS in the organization is to increase the operational efficiency. MIS may support, marketing, production, finance, etc. Then management, they can decide how to increase the sales, Then workflow system. A workflow system is a rule based on management system that directs, coordinates, and monitors execution of an interrelated set of tasks arranged to form a business process. A workflow system is also known as a document image management system. For example, a workflow system is used by banks for loan sanction process. An application fills out an electronic application form for a bank loan at a bank's website. The application is then uploaded to the bank loan officer's site. The loan officer conducts an interview and fills in his feedback and passes the application form to the credit check unit. The credit unit checks the credit limit and fills in the details. The application is now complete and a final decision is made whether to sanction the loan or not. They will see the civil report of the client. The client should not be a defaulter of any other bank. And secondly, they will see the repaying capacity of the client. Whether he will be in a position to service the EMI. His salary is sufficient to service the EMI of the loan, which is going to be sanctioned to the customer. If his salary does not permit, bank will not sanction. If his salary will permit, bank will sanction. He should not be a defaulter of any other, you see, financial institution. That is also a condition. Then his CIBIL report must have, you see, minimum marks which is required. Next is enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning system is a set of integrated programs capable of managing a company's vital business operations for an entire, you see, multi-site global organization. This facilitates organizations to share and integrate data for consistent flow of information over the organization's network, and also using the content as the organization may decide. Expert systems. The system has the ability to make suggestions and act like an expert in a particular field. An expert system has an extensive knowledge base. IT impacts business by improving cost performance ratios. Labor costs rise, but computing costs do not, making IT a cost-effective solution for routine tasks. Key business applications include finance and accounting. Information technology aids in revenue forecasting, fund management, investment analysis, and audits. Yes. Under finance and accounting, you see, information technology aids in revenue forecasting. You see how much is going to be the profit. Fund management, you see from where the funds are going to be, you see, are expected to come, and which payments are to be, you see, made. You see who is going to pay to the company, and company is going to pay to whom. Then investment, where the company has, you see, invested the funds. Then audit, you see, if any rule is not followed. Then sales and marketing, you see, used for developing new services, location analysis, and advertising strategies. You see how the product should be advertised, you see how the sales and marketing should be done, how it should be, you see, sales should be increased. You must have seen that banks, you see, many times, you see, branch, outside the branch, you see in a table, one officer is sitting on a table and he is, you see, opening the accounts of the people, whosoever wants to have a bank account. You see, this is what is, you see, they are selling their products. Similarly, fixed deposits. Similarly, many times, you see, loan melas are conducted, you see. They reduce the rate of interest by very small amount, and then they start selling car loans, housing loans. Their loan products, you see, education loans, personal loans. Then marketing of credit card, you see, in banks. You will find in shopping malls, like Big Bazaar, etc. You will find this. You see, they are selling credit cards. They keep on asking the people who pass by that. You see, their camp that do you want to purchase a credit card, sir? State Bank of India credit card, etc. Then manufacturing manages, you see, customer orders, inventory, production schedules, and product quality. Technologies like computer-aided design and computer-integrated manufacturing have revolutionized, you see, this manufacturing sector. With the help of, you see, computers, there is a lot of, you see, improvement. Then human resource management, sports applicant screening and testing, you see. Project management, software tools facilitate scheduling, communication, and project monitoring. Data analysis, investment firms use IT for stock, bond, and option analysis, enhanced by internet, you see, connectivity. It helps in, you see, analyzing the data. The development of network technology in the 1970s paved the way for modern connectivity. The internet, initially connecting academic, corporate, and government bodies, has since revolutionized business operations. It enables fast, cost-effective communication, data transfer, emails, document sharing, and real-time collaboration across different locations. The internet is also, key for education, remote work, and social interactions. Next is e-commerce. E-commerce has reshaped business by allowing consumers to shop, bank, and access services online. While companies use the internet for virtual meetings, training, and customer service, it has also created direct connections between manufacturers and consumers. By decision making is critical for managing limited resources. Decision support system are computer aided decision systems help solve complex problems by providing data analysis and scenario simulations. These systems support decision making by offering insights, evaluating alternatives, and assisting with strategic planning and resource allocation, ensuring data driven decisions. So this was our first unit. It was about information technology, an overview. In this we have studied information. What do you mean by information? Information is the finished product for which data is the raw material. Data is the raw material, and from that data we make the information. The dictionary defines information as processed data. We are processing the data and we get the information, which is used to trigger certain actions or gain understanding what the data implies, what the data says. Information has also been defined as data that have been put into a meaningful and useful context and communicated to a recipient who uses it to make decisions. Now from the data collected, we get information. There is primary data and secondary data. Primary data, when we'll go to the individuals and ask and collect data, that is primary data. And secondary data, the data which is already there, from that data we collect. Suppose we go to a library, one particular subject, we bring 10 books of that subject, and then from there we start collecting the information and making some writing. So that is our research is from the secondary data. The data which is already there, from that we are doing research. That is secondary data. And primary original data, when we go and ask from the people. So information, from the data we get the information. Then we studied transaction processing systems. We have studied. A transaction processing system is used primarily for record keeping, which is required in any organization to conduct the business. Then we have studied in this chapter, IT includes hardware, software, databases, and communication networks. Then components of IT. What are the components of IT are? Hardware, software, system software, application software, networks, data management. Then people. Then we have studied IT in business. Then we have studied importance of IT for managers. What is the importance of information technology for managers? It will help them for strategic planning. It will help them for, you see, resource management. It will help them for risk management, how to manage the risk, how to minimize the risk. It will help them, you see, competitive edge. Then we studied, you see, challenges in IT. There are cyber security risks. You see, now you see, we get sometimes, you see, we have seen that uh, there are so many, you see, frauds. Then cost, then change management, you see. Then we have studied, you see, future of IT. What is the future of IT? The future is, you see, very good. You see, now suppose you are having a bank account in Delhi and you have gone to Bombay. You can see your account, your Delhi account in Bombay computer. You see, same bank. Suppose you are having an account in State Bank of India, Delhi, you are in Bombay. You can withdraw money from the State Bank branch by issuing a check. You can go to the branch. So that officer will see your account in the computer. He will see your signature. He will pass the check. They will pay you money. Earlier, it was not possible. It is only possible due to computerization. Most of the banks are following this, you see, CBS system. CBS is, what do you mean by CBS? Core banking solutions. By this, all their branches, suppose a bank is having 5,000 branches, all their branches, if the bank is following CBS system, all their branches are interconnected. You are having an account in Delhi, you can see your account in Bombay, you can withdraw money from your account in Bombay. You can, you see, request for NEFT, you can request for, you see, NEFT means fund transfer. You can request for RTGS, fund transfer. NEFT is done up to 2 lakhs. RTGS is done above 2 lakhs. You can, you see, do that. This is because of computerization also. This facility is due to computerization in banks, NEFT, RTGS. Then ECS, credit, ECS, debit. You can get your salary in your account. Then if you want to pay your telephone bill, your telephone company will collect the bill from you. Your account will be debited by that much amount. So these are all, you see, uses of, you see, IT. And future of IT is very bright. You see, research is going on. They will do more and more, you see, new things they will, you see, do. So our next chapter is, you see, computer system and smart devices. You see, now computer systems. A computer system comprises hardware, software, and network. A computer system comprises of hardware, software, networks. You must have seen that, you see, they say it is a hardware problem, it is a software problem. You see, engineers, those who know about information technology, who know about computers. So they talk in this language. This is a hardware problem, this is a software problem. So working together to process, store, and retrieve data. It is the backbone of modern information systems. The next is components of a computer system. What are the components? Components are hardware, input devices, output devices, processing units, storage devices, primary storage, secondary storage, then networking equipment, then software, system software, application software, middleware, then networking and connectivity, LAN, WAN, and the internet. Then data and databases, structured responsibilities like SQL databases, you see. So these are all, you see, components of a computer system. Now we come to the slide. Computer system and smart, you see, devices. Computer hardware refers to the physical devices that enable a computer to perform input, processing, storage, and output operations. The various components within the computer system include the input devices, memory, central processing unit, CPU, and output devices, work together to process data. These components communicate with each other through the system, but the design of modern computers is still based on the von Neumann architecture. It was proposed in 1945, which outlines a structure where a central unit processes data and coordinates operations. Next, we come on smart devices. Smart devices are electronic gadgets that connect to networks such as the internet and communicate with other devices via wireless technologies like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. These devices can operate autonomously or interactively, used across industries like healthcare, smart manufacturing, and more. Smart devices improve efficiency and optimize operations by processing and providing information. Components of a computer, memory types. A computer's memory can be divided into two main types: primary storage, secondary storage. Primary storage temporarily stores data and programs that are in use by the CPU during processing. Secondary storage stores data and programs for long-term use, such as on hard drives or optical disks. Evolution of computer hardware. Computers have evolved through several stages, each marked by significant technological advancements. First generation, 1946 to 56, used vacuum tubes for processing. Second generation, 57 to 63, transistors replaced vacuum tubes. Third generation, 64 to 79, introduced integrated circuits. Fourth generation, 79 till today, uses very large-scale integrated circuits, allowing for more compact and powerful systems. Operating systems. The operating system is crucial for the functioning of a computer. It acts as an intermediary, between the user and the hardware, providing an interface for user interaction and managing resources like processors, memory, and devices. The operating system ensures the orderly allocation of resources and allows multiple programs to run efficiently by managing their access to hardware. Now, the role of CPU. What is the role of CPU? CPU often referred to as the brain of the computer. What is CPU? CPU is the brain of the computer. Now, our brain, if brain dies, we also die. Same way as the computer. If the CPU dies, the computer will also die. CPU, often referred to as brain of the computer, is responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations. It retrieves data from memory, processes it, and stores or displays the results using output devices. The CPU's function is central to all computing tasks as it controls the overall operation of the computer. Key CPU components. The CPU consists of three main parts. Control unit CU directs the flow of data and instructions between the CPU and other components. Arithmetic and logic unit performs mathematical calculations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. ALU, arithmetic and logic unit, and logical operations, comparing values, determining greater or smaller numbers, etc. The next is registers, small high-speed storage areas in the CPU that temporarily hold data and instructions being processed. Machine instructions. A program is a sequence of instructions that tell the CPU what to do. Each instruction can involve multiple machine operations carried out by the CPU during a machine cycle. The speed at which the CPU can execute instructions is measured in millions of instructions per second. You see, millions of instructions per second, it is MIPS. Or BIPS, billions of instructions per second. See. So BIPS is billions of instructions per second. CPU speed and performance. The performance of a CPU is influenced by word strength, word length, the number of bits it can process in one cycle, and clock frequency measured in GHz, determining how many cycles the computer can perform in a second. The wider the word length, the faster the processing. For example, modern 64-bit processors are faster than older 32-bit processors. CPU performance also affected by the instruction set, with some CPUs executing simpler instructions faster, like in RISC architecture, while others handle more complex instructions. Storage and storage devices, types of storage. There are two main categories of storage. Volatile storage. This type of storage requires continuous power to retain data. When power is turned off, the data is lost. Examples include RAM and cache memory, which provide quick access to data during processing. Non-volatile storage. Data storage in non-volatile storage is preserved even when power is switched off. Hard drives and magnetic tapes are common examples used for long-term data storage. Main memory. The main memory, also known as primary storage, holds data and instructions that the CPU uses during processing. It is built using semiconductor technology and stores data in binary form represented by bits, binary digits. A byte consists of 8 bits and can represent 256 different characters. Main memory is essential for the efficient operation of the CPU, as it provides the necessary data for ongoing tasks. Random access memory, RAM, random access memory, RAM. RAM is the primary type of memory used in computers for short-term storage. It is volatile, meaning its contents are lost when the power is turned off. RAM is divided into different types. Dynamic RAM, DRAM, common and cost-effective, but requires regular refreshing of data. SRAM, static RAM, faster and more reliable than DRAM, but also more expensive. SDRAM, synchronous RAM, used in modern computers. It synchronizes with the CPU's clock speed for improved performance. The most common versions include double data rate RAM with DDR5, offering higher speeds and capacity. Next is ROM, read-only memory. ROM is non-volatile memory that retains its contents even when the power is off. It is primarily used to store critical programs such as the computer's boot program, which loads the operating system during startup. ROM comes in various forms, including PROM, program read-only memory, can be written only once, typically used to store specialized data. EPROM, erasable programming, you see, ROM, read-only memory, can be erased and programmed multiple times. Now we come on secondary memory. Secondary memory is used for permanent data storage and offers a much larger capacity compared to main memory. Unlike main memory, which is volatile, secondary memory is non-volatile and is slower in, you see, assessing data. Now types of, you see, secondary memory. Sequential access, data must be assessed in the order it is stored. Examples include magnetic tapes, where you must read through previous data to reach the desired part. Direct access, data can be accessed directly without having to go through other data. This is seen in magnetic disk. Magnetic tape. Magnetic tape is used for sequential storage, typically for backups or archival data. It consists of a mylar film coated with iron oxide where data is, you see, magnetized. Next is magnetic disk. Magnetic disks are used for direct access storage and are made of a magnetic material. Disk can be single-sided or double-sided, and data is stored in concentric circles called tracks. A collection of tracks across multiple disk surfaces is called a cylinder. A redundant array of independent disks, a system multiple disks used for data redundancy and increased speed. It's commonly used in file servers and systems requiring high data access rates. Cache memory. Cache is a high speed, you see, memory located near the CPU. It stores frequently used data and instructions, significantly improving, you see, processing speed. Cache levels. L1 cache, the fastest and smallest, located directly on the CPU. L2 cache, larger and slower than L1 but still provides high speed access, sometimes located off chip. L3 cache, even larger and slower than L2, often used to support L1 and L2 coaches for better performance. Input, output devices. Input and output devices allow communication between the computer and the external environment. Input devices, you see, voice recognition converts voice signals into digital data using software. Barcode reader scans and reads product information encoded in barcodes, commonly used in retail. QR code reader scans QR codes to extract data for authentication and information retrieval. Digital cameras capture and store digital images. Smart cards embedded with a chip that stores and processes data, often used in security or payments. Now, output devices. You see monitors, display both input and output data on the screen. They can be CRT based or flat screen, you see, LCD, LED. Printers, you see, impact printers use physical strikes to print, that is dot matrix printers. Non-impact printers use lasers or ink for printing, that is laser printer. Inkjet, you see, uh, printers. Now this HP is manufacturing printers, you see. Then speakers, headphones, output audio data from the, you see, computer. Next is, you see, projectors, display computer content on a larger, you see, screen, commonly used for presentations. Then plotters create graphic images and technical drawings, often used in engineering. Television displays video and audio, you see, content, evolving from CRT to modern, you see, LCD, LED technologies. Next is Braille reader, converts text data into Braille for visually impaired, you see, users. You will find, you see, blind people also working on computers. Then GPS, you see, devices determine and display geographical locations using satellite signals, you see. So map, you can, wherever, what is your destination, you feed in that. You see, they will give you the way, you can follow the instructions and you will reach there, you see. Then video card enhances visual, you see, content displayed on, you see, monitors or projectors, improving graphics, you see, quality. Now, what is a network? A network is a group of connected devices such as computers, printers, and other peripherals, allowing users to share data and resources. These devices, called nodes, can range from a few to, you see, millions of devices. Network topologies, you see, define the logical arrangement of devices in a network. The 5 main types are, you see, bus devices are connected to a single line bus for communication. Then ring devices from a circle, data moves in one direction around the ring. Star devices connect to a central computer that manages communication. Hierarchical devices are, you see, arranged in a, you see, tree-like structure. No central computer is required. Hybrid combines 2 or more, you see, topologies. Then router connects multiple networks and directs data to its destination. Hub switch acts as a central point where multiple network connections, you see, coverage. NIC, network interface card, connects a computer to the network, ensuring a stable connection. Then we come on plug and, you see, play devices. Plug and play, PNP, allows devices to be easily connected to a computer without complex setup. Developed by Microsoft and Intel, PNP ensures automatic configuration when a device is plugged in, provided the system has the necessary drivers. Then USB devices, standardized connections for devices like printers, cameras, and storage, allowing them to work across platforms without installation. Next is communication technology. What is communication? Communication involves sending signals through a medium from a sender to a receiver. Effective communication requires both parties to understand the signals being transmitted. Common communication media includes twisted pair, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, microwave and satellite transmission. Synchronous data is transferred with a timing signal used for high-speed large data transfers. Asynchronous data is sent one character at a time with start and stop bits for synchronization used for low-speed transfers. Transmission direction simplex. Data flows in only one direction. Half duplex, data flows in both directions but not simultaneously. Full duplex, data flows in both directions at the same time, like on a telephone. Types of computers, mainframes, large powerful computers used by big organizations for database management and file serving. Mini computers smaller than mainframes used for specific tasks in fields like scientific research. Workstations, high performance computers used for complex calculations and graphic displays. Then microcomputers, general purpose personal computers like desktops and laptops. Network computers, simple terminals connected to a central computer for processing and storage. So we have seen types of computers. Now we take the example of a bank. Suppose the bank is having 5,000 branches. All the branches are connected to each other by means of the CBS system, core banking solution system. As we have already discussed, by this system, you are having an account in Delhi, you go to Bombay, you can withdraw money from the same bank branch. Suppose State Bank of India, Delhi, State Bank of India in Bombay. Now they will put your account number, they will get on their computer screen your account, mirror of your account, and they can make the payment if there is balance in their account. So all the branches are, connected by CBS system, core banking solutions. That is why, this is possible. The entire bank is computerized. Now, each branch is making its own balance sheet in the evening. When the public dealings are over, assets are on one side of the balance sheet, liabilities are, on the other side of the balance sheet. What are liabilities? In a bank, customers' deposits, they are liabilities. They are mentioned on the left side of the balance sheet. So liabilities are saving bank account balance, current account balance, then fixed deposit balance, recurring deposit balance, etc. This is people's money. They are deposited in the bank. Whenever they want, we'll have to give them, back. So that is why it is a liability. And what are the assets for the bank? Assets are, loans, cash credit, overdraft, demand loan, term loan, bill purchase, check purchased. These are all, assets in the balance sheet of the bank. Now each branch is, making its, balance sheet in the evening. And suppose there are 5,000 branches. Head office is compiling the data of 5,000 branches in the evening. And they take out the print of the balance sheet of the bank, daily. How it is possible? It is only possible because of computerization. Earlier in banks, when the things were, manual, lot of time used to go in balancing of letters. Suppose you have done some mistake and officer has also, assistant has done mistake, officer has also passed that mistake. Suppose instead of 79, you have written 97 and it is, passed. So next day, they used to spend a lot of time in balancing the cash book. They used to make cash book daily because this mistake 79, 97 is there. Suppose totaling mistake is there. Totaling mistake can also be there. So it was, you see, this cash book used to take a lot of time. Now the chances of mistakes are not there in computers. You see, the moment you are posting a voucher, this voucher is posted up to the end. You see, it is posted in the balance sheet. The effect is given in the balance sheet of the bank. So when the head office, you see, after the public dealings, the head office daily, you see, makes the balance sheet of the, you see, bank by compiling the balance sheet of all the branches. All the branches sending, you see, balance sheet to head office, their balance sheet to head office. Head office is combining those balance sheets, 5,000 those balance sheets head office is combining, and head office makes the, you see, balance sheet of the bank, which is, you see, supposed to be quarterly audited. You see, you have to submit, you have to give it in the newspaper also, and you have to call external auditors. They will audit, you see, every quarter they will do the audit of the balance sheet. If they have done any window dressing, then they will ask you to correct the things. Window dressing means, suppose, you see, you have increased the, you see, deposits. Suppose some cash credit account is there. You see, he has been sanctioned 1 lakh limit, but he has used only 10,000. So you tell him that you take out this 90,000 from your this limit account and you put it in your, you see, saving bank account. So we will have in advance account also, we will have increased the amount in the balance sheet, and in deposit also, in the liability column of the balance sheet also, you see, amount will be increased. So now after computation, such things cannot be, you see, done. And they are compiling the balance sheet of all the 5,000 branches. And in the evening or next day morning, it is presented to the head of the CEO of the bank that yesterday this is our balance sheet. Then he will compare, you see, previous day balance sheet with this today's, you see, balance sheet. And he will try to know that where, you see, why people are, you see, people, if at all people are withdrawing the money, why they are withdrawing and where they are going, why they are not, you see, satisfied with our services. So by computerization, all these things are, you see, possible. Otherwise, you see, it is not possible. Now banks are selling even, you see, third-party products of other companies also, you see, banks are selling. And bank gets commission in that. The primary purpose of bank is to accept deposits for the purpose of lending. You see, bank is, you see, accepting deposits for the purpose of lending, and computerization has played a big role, you see, in banks. You see, for doing entire branches on computer, it is difficult also. It takes time also, you see. Now, in most of the banks, you see, they are having this CBS system, they are following, and all the branches are there computerized, you see. So we have seen in this, you see, particular chapter, what we have seen in this class, today's class, we have seen, you see, components of a computer system, you see. Then in components, we studied hardware. Hardware, we have studied, you see, input devices, output devices, processing unit, storage devices, primary storage, secondary storage, and networking, you see, equipments. This is what we have seen. So we have again this, and then next is, you see, software. Under software, we saw system software, application software, and middleware, you see, we saw this. Then networking, we saw LAN, WAN, and the internet. So this was, you see, about our, you see, information systems for managers, the topics, the computer system and smart, you see, devices. So we have studied, you see, types of computers, you see, mainframes, large powerful computers used by big organizations for, you see, database management and file, you see, serving. Then mini computers, small, then mainstream, used for specific tasks in fields like scientific research. Then you see workstations, high performance computers, you see, used for complex calculations and, you see, graphic displays. Then we have micro, you see, computers, general purpose personal computers like desktop and laptops, you see. Then network, you see, computers, simple terminals, you see, connected to a central, computer for processing and storage. Sometimes in any, bank branch, we will say that, network is not there, customer cannot, you can't make the customer wait. If some customer has come to withdraw the money, you have to give him the money, and you can give the money only by debiting his account. And if the network is not working, you are not in a position to seize account. So in that case, what bank does it? Bank goes to the nearby branch along with that customer. If there are more customers, bank takes them to nearby branch of the same bank, and that bank officer will also go. So they will make the payment from that branch because their system is working. And because accounts, banks are following CPS system, and core banking solutions. All the branches of the bank are connected to each other. So if network was not there in one branch, the bank sends vouchers for posting to the nearby branch where network is there, and that branch will send its staff also. Who is going to do the posting in the ledger and getting to that customer payment. Because if the network is not there, if the computer is not working, it is not the fault of the customer. He has come to withdraw the money. He has come to withdraw the money because he is needing the money. He is requiring the money. So if the bank will not give money to him in time, then he will lose faith. In the bank that whenever I needed the money, bank did not pay him. So bank, it is the duty of the bank to pay, and all the branches of the bank are interconnected, and banks are following this core banking solutions. And earlier a lot of time used to go by the bank in balancing of books. Now by computerization, the work of balancing of book has become very easy. Suppose there is a difference of the difference which is divisible by 9. So then the mistake can be of, instead of 97 we have written 79. Instead of 23, we have written 32. So if we'll minus 32, if we'll minus 23 from 32, we'll get 9. That is why I said if the difference is 9, we might have done a mistake like this, otherwise, there will not be any mistake in totals because it is done by the, computer. The chance of mistakes are very less. Only this type of mistakes happens, you have, instead of 93, you have posted 39, Contra, in posting you have done some mistake. Now we were studying about personal computers. In COVID, people made the best use of computer. Those who are not who are not familiar with working of the computer, they also learned computers, and they took the advantage of COVID. In COVID, people did work from home with the help of computers. Even students, they took classes, with the mobile phone, or computers of their parents, or they purchase computers also. Those whosoever could afford. And then if you want to, people used to make payment. If they want to make any payment, they used to use this Paytm, or like this methods they were using. And then online shopping they were doing. Say for example, Big Basket, etc. They used to get daily use commodities. They used to buy from these offices. And computerization has it is a lot of there is a lot of advantage of computers in banks now. There is so much progress in the banks, and so many branches they are having only because of this computerization only. Friends, we are closing our session. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you.